Hi, everyone. I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what to expect for your student for anatomy and physiology this year. So first of all, my name is Mrs. Miller. I have been teaching in this district. This would be my 28th year. And for 27 of those years, I've been teaching anatomy and physiology and biology with some other courses thrown in there, here and there. But basically, I taught Bio 2 at first, and part of that was anatomy and physiology. And I decided that most students like the anatomy and physiology, and that's what's needed for a lot of healthcare careers. So I've sort of changed it from Bio 2 to anatomy and physiology. And then that got to be so popular that we finally opened up an anatomy and physiology 2. So really excited that we have some of those courses yet too to sort of expand. And I'll tell you how that's broken down here in a little bit. So let me introduce myself a little bit more. So like I said, 28 years of teaching. My husband is also a teacher. Well, he's a guidance counselor. He was a teacher here in the district. So he is the middle of the alphabet for so you may have him as your guidance counselor. Together we have two children, Madison and Jackson. Madison is a 2016 graduate of West York. 2020 graduate of Juniata College. She majored in politics and communication, and she played field hockey. So she graduated in May. She is now working at a communications firm in Washington, D.C. So, she's out of the house. Our son, our youngest one, is a 2020 graduate of West York High School and is a freshman this year at Frostburg State University. Where he is planning on swimming. And his major is wildlife and fisheries management. So that's a little bit about our family. So what about anatomy and physiology? So I'm going to show you, so when you pull up my Schoology page, it looks like this at the top, and there are some buttons here that actually have links on them that take you to different things. So I'm going to start here with the class information so that you can sort of see what the class is all about. And it's just like a little newsletter. So I'll start with topics that are covered. So in Anatomy and Physiology 1, we have this sort of Unit 1 that sort of introduces anatomy and physiology. And then we do some tissues. These tissues are found in different systems. And then we start to go over some systems. So we're going to, in Anatomy 1, we will cover the skeletal system, the muscular system, the nervous system, the integumentary system, the endocrine system, and then we will do a dissection. And the dissection is of the fetal pig. So that's what we do in anatomy. So I give lots of opportunities for grades. You will probably have over 1,000 points for my class. Lots of activities, lots of opportunity to have grades. I would say that my tests, and we test basically at each unit. So I'll have a test after Unit 1. I'll have a test after the tissues. Some of the units, like the skeletal system, we do several tests. So I do a test on the anatomy of the skeletal system first, and then I do the physiology part. So some of those units will be a little longer because there's more to it. But those tests probably constitute about 40% of your grade for the class, and labs and activities and projects and things like that are probably the other 60%. So if you're not real good at tests, then you have 60%. Most of it is not tests. It's probably about 40, 60. All right, so I will tell you that the anatomy part is lots of memorization. So we are going to know all 206 bones of the skeletal system. So we will practice with things in class, but a lot of that is just memorization. So there is going to be stuff that you're going to have to do at home to memorize that. The physiology is a little bit more to do and a little bit more process, but there's a lot of memorization in the anatomy part. So I guess the other thing I will show you here is my email. My email address is jmiller@doversd.org. It's a good way for you parents to contact me is through that email, as I do check that. It actually is on my phone, so I will get that. Another way to contact me is through Remind. The students sign up for this, so this is how to sign up for the Remind. And I don't send a whole lot of things out on Remind, but it is a way for students to contact me if they have questions. And parents, you are certainly welcome to sign up for that Remind also. I will go back to this Schoology page. If you want access to this Schoology page, please email me because you will get a parent access code from me, and I can give that to you so that you can also be part of this Schoology page. So it's up to you. You don't have to, but if you would like access to it, please email me and let me know. So let me just show you my Schoology page just to show you how things will work here, because I know some of you are fully online, some of you are here 2 days, and some of you are here every day. So I'm going to try to set this up the same way no matter what format you're using. So I do have a how to use my Schoology page, and I'm going to go over that with you very briefly here, but in case I miss anything, it is there. I have Zoom links here, so if you are at home, you can sign into these Zoom links. So if you're in second period anatomy, you would sign into that Zoom link every day during second period. I will go over things just like I would in class of what we're doing. And then it might be going off of Zoom to work on something. I can set you up in a breakout room where you can work with someone in the class at the same time, even if you're at home, so that you're a part of that class, and so that you are working with someone and not just by yourself. So I have a second period Zoom link and a fourth period Zoom link that I will put up every day and be reoccurring every day. So if you are at home, you can log into that and see what we're doing in class, all right, to make you feel part of that class. The other big thing on the Schoology page is this, you'll see folders here of the dates. So this one is September 8th through 11th. The very first thing that I have every week here is going to be a weekly overview. And that weekly overview takes you to a document that shows you what we're going to be doing in class that week. So it'll say what to do on Tuesday, and if there's an assignment, it would be over here on the right-hand side. This is what we're doing Wednesday. This is the assignment that's due Wednesday. All right, and so on and so forth. So that's first. So that sort of tries to keep you organized of what's what. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to go back here. And then basically the rest of this folder is just going to show you per day. So this is September 8th. Everything that you need for that day is linked here. All right, that's Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Everything you need is linked here, and so on and so forth. So every day there will be an assignment or a folder or something that has things in there that you will need for that day. All right, so that's sort of how my Schoology page is set up so that you know what to expect. There are some other links here of long-term assignments that I will talk to the kids about, some resources. We have brand new textbooks this year, so I'm hoping to provide a link once we get into school of how to get that online version of that book so that you have it for resources at home. All right, so I will put that here under the textbook link. There's nothing there yet, but there will be. All right, so that's how I'll set this up with folders for every week, and basically you'll turn in assignments here to those days. All right, that's basically the way that Schoology page works. So hopefully that helps and tells you a little bit about how I set things up. I will tell you that I am not a big lecturer. There may be times I need to go over some things, but there's a lot of activities that we do. I like to try to make anatomy and physiology something that we do, not just something that I stand here and talk about. So lots of activities, and hopefully this course, and I've had a lot of feedback about it from colleges, from kids who go to college, that says that it really, really helps them in their college anatomy classes. All right, gives them a good foundation. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about this course, and hope to have a great year. And I hope at some point we can all be together in person. So thank you, and hope to see you soon.